love. I traveled on that was on last week Sunday, on the 8th. As I traveled, after my days at my day activity, around us, I was sitting with my husband outside. Around 6:30, he left and said he want to go to bed. So when I overheard noise over my husband brother's place, they were all shouting on top their voice. My radio was high, so I was not interested in hearing what they were saying. But when I heard the counselor, which is my husband brother, came called blasting, when I was shouting on top his voice, that one attracted me. I have to lower my radio to hear what I was hearing in his voice was my name. How he's going to deal with me, how I'm a winch, I'm disturbing the family, that he will deal with me. Then I was surprised. What the next thing I saw was both him and his brother and his sister that came back from his husband's house and his sister's husband. They met me and said, I'm disturbing them. I'm a witch. Enter their car, come back, their house will not rest. I said, oh, how? They started beating me. Point of taking me to my other room. After beating me up and locked me, after beating me, the other one rolled outside and brought here and hit on my head twice. And when he saw the blood gushing out, he left and drove off the house. That is how I had all of them then leave. But the blood was too much. So they left the place, left me like that. I was shouting for help. Nobody, because it was them, nobody was there. Only them and their family, they were all happy, saying I will not do anything, nothing will happen. That their brother is a counselor, that I will not do anything. So that I'm calling that people should help me to seek justice. If a counselor should do this to a brother, that counselor himself, my husband trained him from secondary school to university. He lived with me for years when my children were small. And I paid the last school fees. He promised that when he came out, that I should know that my children will not suffer. Which I asked him that day, is that his promise he gave me? So please, look at how he made me. That was the promise he promised me. I don't know whether he wants to send me to his early grave. That is what I have to say. You people should help me to seek justice. Please, I'm calling on anybody that can help me to seek justice. To fight this case, I am begging. Thanks.
Hi guys. Thank you so much to my amazing subscribers and to my viewers. Please, if you are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. So when next I upload, you'll be the first to get notified. Thank you very much. I just want to comment on this video that I showed you guys to watch. I don't understand why we from African descent would always go through this kind of problem every time. It has become a norm that women in Africa, majority of women, when they get married into a family, everybody sees them as a threat. Why is it so? This is a woman that's supposed to be part of that family. This is a woman that dropped her father's name to be a part of another family, who adopted another family's name. Rather than to be welcomed, that woman automatically becomes a threat. You have your mother-in-law to deal with. You have overzealous brothers-in-laws to deal with. You have overzealous sisters-in-laws to deal with. To make it worse, even sisters-in-laws that are married into another family, they will leave their homes, leave their families, come into their brother's house and want to become a lord to everybody. They want to lord their brother's wife. They want to lord their brother's children. They want to have a total control. Please, women, I don't know what this woman must have done to warrant this kind of humiliation from her in-laws. But I'm appealing to all women. Please, if this is over familiarity that is causing women being humiliated in their husband's house, I think we should draw boundaries. You should draw boundaries when it has to do with your own home, with your family. I mean your immediate family, which circles around your husband, your children, and yourself. Don't give room to anybody to come into your home, to dictate to you, to turn him or herself into a lord. You are only to submit to your husband, not to your in-laws. Let's get this whole thing straight. Don't give anybody the opportunity, don't give anybody the room to come into your home and torment you. Your home should be your dwelling place. Your home should be a place that you run into for safety. Do not allow anybody to come into your home and make it a war zone for you. Do not allow anybody to come in and make your home a place that you don't feel comfortable anymore. Whoever that person is. Do not subject yourself to an extent that somebody would even think of coming to your home to humiliate you. Do not give such room. Draw boundary to everybody, be it your mother-in-law, be it your brothers-in-law, be it your sisters-in-law. Let them know their space. Let them know where they belong when it has to do with your home. Fine, your husband is their brothers. Your husband is their son. But let them know also that you are a wife to their sons. Let them know also that you are a wife to their brothers. Do not subjugate yourself that somebody would even think, let alone walking to your home to lay a finger on you. Is quite unacceptable. We shouldn't be bringing ourselves this low, all because we want to stay married. We shouldn't be subjecting ourselves in such humiliating manner because you wouldn't want to offend your in-laws. If your in-laws fail to understand that you are part of that family, let them know. Whichever way you will make them understand. Make them understand. Make them understand by drawing a loud boundary. Draw a boundary. Call them out when they are overstepping that boundaries. And let them know what you will take and what you will not take. So everybody will learn to respect you. Please, we have to end all these forms of abuses. We have a lot of things to deal with. We have our families to work on. In as much as we have our husbands to take care of, we have our relationships to work and to perfect. We shouldn't let third parties to come into our home and be a problem to us also. Draw a boundary and let people know their boundary. And when they overstep those boundaries, please call them out and do not tolerate any form of abuse from any in-law. Be it mother-in-law, be it sisters-in-law, be it brothers-in-law. Let it end. We should stand up against all this. Africa is not the only continent in this world. We should learn to have empathy. We should learn to accommodate. We should learn to love. Always put yourself in another person's shoe. You as a man coming to beat your brother's wife, how would you feel if your daughter comes back with such humiliation? You as a sister-in-law trying to take over your brother's house, how will you feel if your daughter comes back and tell you that she's been maltreated in her husband's house? You as a mother-in-law that does not want your daughter-in-law to have peace in your son's house, how will you feel if your daughter comes back being maltreated from her husband's house? Let's learn to have empathy towards one another. And I bet you this world will be a better place for everybody to live and live in peace. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please let me know what you think and leave your comment in the comment section till I meet you in my next video. Thank you very much, and please stay safe. Bye bye, and I love you.